Hi there fellow aviators on YouTube, this is Musical Aviator here, and we're at the ground at Melbourne in the Velocity aircraft, 737 here. It is Milk Run Monday and we are of course off to Sydney. We're at gate Echo 6 I think it is, and we're about to board in. So we'll start the boarding process, get some doors open. And let's get ready to go. So it's Melbourne, Velocity 889, and we're off to Sydney. Let's look at flight planning. Melbourne, of course, is where we're at the moment, using Airway H129. Then we'll head off to Yankee 59, all the way to Sydney. Activate, go. Zero fuel weight currently 58.9. Zero should be 2.8. Cost index 30. Let's see what our best cruise would be. I like 390. Let's see if we can do it. Yes, we can. That's fine. Okay, payload, we have 170 passengers, each of them have about 23 kilograms in bags on average, 2,000 front and back for a total of 4 tons of bags. D rate, so I think we're running runway 27, I'll just check that, so 134, 1327.
Victor, runway 27 and 34 for arrivals, runway 27 for departures, winds 240.
That's a good guess, runway 27 it'll be, so it'll be derating 22, give us 96.8%. N1, flap will be 5, center of gravity Mach trim 22.4. Already know the departure will be DOSEL 8, but I won't enter it in yet because we haven't requested clearance. At least we haven't yet. So I'll leave that done. Clearance will be off tower 120.5. Grab a pen.
Yes. Melbourne Tower, g'day, Golf Romeo 516 with you, requesting airway clearance.
Golf Romeo 516, g'day, Tony, Melbourne Tower, clear to Sydney, line DOSEL plane route, maintain 5,000, runway 27, DOSEL 8 departure, squawk 3023, departure frequency 125, decimal 2.
Bridge Sydney flight plan is filed, the DOSEL 8 departure off 27, initially 5,000, squawk 3023, and departure frequency is 125.2 516.
Australia 516.
Melbourne Tower, Velocity 889, requesting clearance to Sydney.
Velocity 889, g'day, Melbourne Tower, clear to Sydney, line DOSEL plane route, maintain 5,000, runway 27, DOSEL 8 departure, squawk 3142, departure frequency 120, correction 125, decimal 2.
Go clear to Sydney via DOSEL 8 departure, runway 27, initial climb 5,000, squawk code 3142, departures 125.2, velocity 889.
Velocity 889.
is DOSEL 8 departure, runway 27. That's set. Score code 3142.
Hotel Sierra Golf November, with information Victor, request IFR clearance decision.
Departures
Sierra Golf November, good day, Melbourne
125.
Centre, cleared to crash Melbourne Tower, cleared to Sydney Ryan DOSEL plane route, maintain 5000. Runway 27, DOSEL 8 departure, squawk 3107. Departures frequency 120.5. Correction 125.2.
Cleared to fly Sydney to DOSEL plane route, climb 5000, DOSEL 8 departure runway.
Okay, Melbourne we're at.
3104 and departure on 125.2. Sierra Golf November.
Sierra Golf November.
Okay, we've got a couple of things to look through. Melbourne and DOSEL are there, so Ebony goes into the blank spot. That'll clear the discontinuity.
The Melbourne Centre is introduction to you. This is Air Canada, 728 years delivery track. How do you copy?
Air Canada 728, good day, Melbourne Centre, readability 3, but I can still understand what you're saying.
It's going to detune for a sec so that we can talk through the departure. Okay, we're cleared for a DOSEL departure. It's DOSEL 8 departure out of runway 27. To get to runway 27 we're likely to taxi through uniform, up Victor, up Foxtrot, down Echo, and left on Papa. It's possible we might get Alpha and Echo and Papa depending on how much traffic they've got going southbound on Alpha. Okay, the runway 27 is 2,286 meters long. That's 2.2 kilometers. And we're using RTO, of course, flap 5, which gives us takeoff speeds of 135 V1. Rotating up 137, and we should be maintaining 147 for V2. That's 135, 137, 147. We'll be using VNAV and LNAV for our departure. Weather currently at Melbourne shows 250 degrees, 9 knots. Cloud view at 2,800, broken at 3,500. And greater than 10 kilometre visibility. 15 degrees, QNH 1022. So let's do a safety brief before we move. Got the runway there, we'll be running to 80 knots. Above 80 knots we stop for larger issues. Only cautionaries such as engine failures, fires and hydraulics. After V1 we're committed to the takeoff, rotating at 137. And 147 if we do need to climb out at best rate. Flaps will be 5 for takeoff. If we require an air return we can climb to 2,500 VFR. There is an ILS on runway 27 and I believe the other runway was 34 which is VFR. Well, there's no ILS on that runway at all. So it'll be a visual approach or VOR. But it's possible to come back on 27. I would expect to do a right hand turn. The departure itself has a right hand turn if we're normal. Doors coming to close. Cabin is reporting secure. Okay. Prepare for pushback. And let's get back on the tower.
16 push and tower approved.
Policy.
Tower is ready. Tower velocity 889 on gate Echo 6, ready for push.
Velocity 889, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, velocity 889. Copy, just hold 1. Okay, doors are closed, cabin is secure, clock on, anti-collision lights on, and we're ready for pushback. Parking brake is released. Clear for the start, packs off, pumps on, pumps all good. Let's roll engine start number 2. And 1 increasing. Engine number 2 to idle. Engine number 2, start a cutout. And EGT stable. Engine number 1, starting. And 2 rising.
Sierra Golf November, ready for taxi.
Sierra Golf November,
Engine number 1 to idle.
Taxiway Alpha, okay, holding plane for power runway 27.
SCY Alpha and Echo to Houston. Sierra Golf November.
Hydraulics look good. Let's use flap 5 for departure. Flaps rolling. And engine number 1 start a cutout. APU off, bleeds on.
Remember, enter this is Canada 728 and be ready for push and start.
Canada 728, push and start approach.
Parking brake set. Okay, so before takeoff checks, configuration has been done, recall checked, clear of items. Flight controls checked, flaps set, 5 for departure, green light. Stab trim. Let's get something. 5.05. And that's set. Takeoff briefing has been done, cabin is secure. It's not actually quite secure, we haven't got the report yet. And we're nearly ready to move. We're using VNAV LNAV. I've got flight director and auto throttle armed. terrain on ND. Cover that ground, you're cleared to disconnect. Have a good day. Melbourne Tower, velocity 889 with Victor, ready for taxi.
Oscar 89, taxi light Alpha Echo holding point for pilot 27.
Fire Alpha Echo to the PAR holding point, runway 27, velocity 889.
Golf Romeo 5160, do you have information, Victor?
Curve been cleared for taxi, taxi lights
Stand
on.
by.
That looks good to me, that's right.
Golf Romeo 5160, I need to get it, I'll give it to you if you don't have it.
Go ahead, 516.
Golf Romeo 5160, you can continue the taxi information. Victor's active, runway 273.
That's the hour. Right on time.
Systems 240 at 9 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Fuel at 2,800, braking at 3,500. Temperature 15081022. Information, Victor.
$2,200, 8 o'clock on the dot.
516. Yeah, Golf November, ready, runway.
Sure, Golf November, runway 27, please taxi.
Takeoff, runway 27.
Now it's taxiway Alpha. .263 is heading. And we'll set that on course as well, just in case. Any questions? I think we've covered everything. Next checks are below the line. That's Echo coming up. There's a Pacific Blue aircraft, still in the old paint there.
Sierra Golf November, contact at Manchester.
Cabin is secure. Cabin crew, please be seated for departure. Coming up on Papa, let's squawk Charlie. Melbourne Tower, velocity 889, holding short on Papa, fully ready.
Velocity 889, wind 240 at 9 knots,
Runway 27 clear for takeoff, velocity 889. Don't know how I got out ahead of those guys, but whatever. in. Thrust stable,
Yeah, we're
take
offering
it.
at 516, holding short, Quebec for 27.
Take off, that's it.
7-1 at the moment.
80 knots.
Right up, wait. 5-1.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Positive rate, gear up. To the white dot, there we go. VNAV's in.
Melbourne Panther, this is Economy 728, clear to block the taxi clearance for number 27.
They can at 728, taxi right Sierra, Alpha, holding point for power on 27.
Climb thrust set.
Right, that's taxi by Alpha, holding point for 7, thank you.
Velocity 889, contact departure speed.
Departures, velocity 889 here. Flap 1. Departures, velocity 889, climbing 5,000 through 3,500. Flaps up.
Velocity 889, today Melbourne Center, you're identified. Climb flight level 390.
Climb flat with 390, velocity 889.
No, it's not a approximately in the radio check.
390 set.
Unfortunately, today Melbourne
Takeoff checks, air conditioning, pressurization, holding. We've got 2 PSI.
No, it's not a approximately in the radio check.
Start switches are off. Landing gear up, off. Auto brake.
Unfortunately, you might say again.
Flaps up, no lights. Altimeters, holding altimeters.
No, it's not a approximately in the radio flight also.
Unfortunately.
I think I'll hand fly most of this departure, at least until we're in a straight line to DOSEL.
Quarter 17, side credits available.
Melbourne's gonna go ahead with car.
Quarter 17, you're cleared for the Rivet 9 arrival, runway 15 right, ready 30D, stand flight level 180.
Altimeter standard cross check. Okay, going up at 11,000.
Rivet 9 arrival, runway 1 right, and ready to...
11,000 on my mark. About 5 seconds off.
Set Golf runway 516
11,000 mark.
airborne out of Melbourne, just passing through 4,000 to 5,000.
I'll say after takeoff checks complete.
Golf runway 516, today Melbourne says you're identified on flight level 180.
180-516.
No, it's not a approximately in the radio check.
Foxtrot Lima, stand by for clearance.
Let's go to autopilot Alpha. Autopilot engaged, command. Seatbelt signs off. G'day, time to relax. I'll just get some volumes worked out. I think the ACC is a tiny bit too loud. So I'll just turn them down a touch. Okay, let's get that heading back. Pointed in the right direction. It's rain on ND on the other side as well. Okay, we're already with Melbourne Centre. And I guess the next thing will be maybe a crossover to another Melbourne Centre. Then we'll get our arrival details for Sydney. Let's grab a preview of Sydney's weather. We have wind 120 at 7 knots, Cavo K, 18 degrees Celsius. H1020.
Alpha Foxtrot Lima, sorry about the late walk, 3145, no report traffic at Avalon and the Avalon 10H1022 call airborne.
No, it's not the Alpha Foxtrot Lima, it's Squawk 3145, is what we have on.
Winding down the Barrow minimums
Roll
on my
Premier
side.
5 on discon to flight level 370.
370.
Phone 370, 516.
Guess it can't all be lean mean fighting machines like Velocity 889 is. Climbed all the way to 390 and one bound. We've even got nearly a full load, 170 passengers on board. There's only 4 spare seats. All about the reserves fuel. 3.3 on arrival at Sydney, and as I said, we need about 2.8. Our diversion point, if it's required, it shouldn't be, but just in case it is Williamtown, Newcastle, and Newcastle has wind 140 at 8 knots, visibility greater than 10 kilometres, no cloud whatsoever, 18 degrees. But Sydney's got no cloud either, that's KVK. So Sydney's also got 3 runways. When I say 3 runways, I actually mean 3 pieces of concrete. Could say that there's 6 runways. It's only 3. Sun dead ahead. That could get annoying.
Melbourne Centre, this is Xtreme 728 Q. Crossing flight level 3,600 feet.
Air Canada 728 today, Melbourne Centre confirmed, squawking 3067 and Mo Charlie.
Cabin altitude 5,000, the pressure differential 7 psi.
Air Canada 728, 0 identified from the flight level 180.
That's up to flight level 90, Air Canada 728.
Qantas 457, can you turn left heading 210, you want the upper track to Albury due to traffic. Qantas 457 truck, correction, turn left heading 215, you're unable to track to Albury due to traffic.
Nav 2215 for Qantas 457.
That was Mike 172.
Qantas 17, descend 9000, QNH 1020.
9,000 with a
Mike Lima 172, side correct available.
Mike Lima 172.
Mike Lima 172, you're cleared for the Rivet 9 arrival, runway 34 left, runner at east and flight level 180.
The Rivet 9 arrival, runway 34 left, and down to 180 when ready.
Qantas 17, contact Sydney, approach 124.4, g'day.
124.4.
Air Canada 728, contact flight level 320.
We're just passing a place called Walgett, WGT, and you can see Albury just off the side of Ebony there. Got a 98 knot, mostly crosswind, part tailwind. It's blowing us quite significantly to the right, as you saw in those external shots. It's quite standard for there to be quite a lot of wind. There is a jet stream that generally runs a little bit northbound, a little bit eastbound, so that's what we're seeing there.
Lima 172.
It's probably about to cross 100 knots before we get up to level. So it gives a nice bump to the ground speed. We're losing a little bit of it. Oh well. There's 100. Next is a descent. I'm expecting that we'll be looking at a runway 16 right arrival at Sydney. I'll get set up kind of for that. We'll obviously be on the Rivet arrival. Rivet 9. And I reckon I'll be on ILS 16 right. Might be wrong about the one way. Probably not going to be wrong about the other bit.
Melbourne Centre, this is Air Canada 728 with you. Approximately 6.5 nautical miles from the waypoint DOSEL.
1,000 foot to go.
Air Canada 728, okay, now I can hear you. You can climb flight level 320 now.
Around that to flight level 320.
FMC speed, VNAV path.
Line Cleaner 172, descend 9000 at Sydney QNH 1020.
Descend 9000 and QNH 1020, Mike Cleaner 172.
Mike Lima 172, contact Sydney approach 124.4, g'day.
124.4, g'day.
Okay, we're probably looking at a star clearance soon. Just got a message on FSinn from one Stuart Smith saying, "Hey Musical Aviator, don't mean to disturb you, just letting you know, I love your videos so much. Keep up the good work." Hi Stuart.
All aircraft on station, Melbourne Centre is now logging off. Can you please contact Melbourne Vindhoek Centre on 125.0, g'day.
Code 1250.
Yeah, no, November, you and
Last aircraft calling, tag 845.
Zero Golf November.
Here we go, November, g'day, maintain level 330.
Maintain level 330.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 889, flight level 390, 40 miles, top percent.
What's the 889, Jack?
Let's grab the ATIS 1265. Radio 2.
H1021, advise on initial contact with ground or approach. You have information, Bravo. City Terminal information, Bravo. Runway 34 left for arrival, 16 left for departures. Runway 34 left available for departures if operationally required.
Yeah, it's doing sod rocks. 3 for left arrival.
200, g'day, continue climb, level 280.
Well, that'll actually extend our descent point quite a fair way. It'll be ILS, runway 34 left. Take rivet, stick that on rivet.
On it, 457,
Close the disco.
g'day. Are you
There we are, 40 miles again.
Dark first, or would you go radar vectors? On a score 7, when ready to send flight level 250, and you can expect runway, stand by for the runway out.
Visual sensor, this is Air Canada 728 climbing for flight level 320.
Air Canada 728, g'day, continue climb for level 3.
Delta Center, Romeo Echo Delta 1123, with you at flight level 280, requesting 340.
Romeo Echo Delta 1123, no worries, climb to amended flight level 340.
340, thanks, 1123.
EMA 200, just said continue climb flight level 280.
Center velocity 889, requesting lower.
Velocity 889, would you like flight level 370?
We'll take anything you can get down. We've got top of the descent approaching, and yeah, whatever.
The 889, no worries, descent flight level 370, amended.
Down to flight level 370, initial velocity 889. He thinks I want a cruise altitude still.
Number 53, you're cleared to Sydney via Sierra Charlie Oscar land route, and continue, you're cleared to track direct on land route.
You clear the 500 for the 35.
1,000 to go.
Melbourne Centre, Cross 423, continue, climb to level 2554, respect.
Connor 423, today, climb level 340.
Climb level 340, 120.
Compass 53, sorry, could you please say again your estimate for the time?
1683, climb level 340.
Compass 53, sorry, say again.
Compass 53, estimating going on time 46, time now 320.
Right, let's
Compass
assume
53.
runway 34 left for
And
the
there we
arrival.
go, November, reaching top of the fence, and this information for the start.
And 110.1.
Sorry, was that Sierra Golf November?
Yes, correct.
335 for the arrival. Inbound
Sierra
course.
Golf November, July.
Sorry, Sierra Golf November.
Sierra Golf November, you're cleared the Rivet 9 arrival runway 34 left, when ready to descend to level 250.
Roger that, Sierra the Route 9 arrival, and when ready to perform flight level 250. Sierra Golf November.
Velocity 889, maintaining flight level 370, requesting low.
Velocity 889, you can descend to flight level 350 meters.
So maintain flight level 350, descending now, velocity 889. VNAV selected. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for arrival. 1,000 to go. I'll be using Orbx 2 for landing, and
Velocity 889, star clearance is available.
velocity 889, go ahead.
Velocity 889, you'll clear the Rivet 9 arrival runway 34 left. When ready, descend to flight level 270.
Down to flight level 270 and cleared Rivet 9 arrival runway 34 left. We're a bit high on profile at the moment. We may need to waive the TAMI restriction 9,000 below.
Velocity 889, no problem.
Let's get that seatbelt sign on. We're going to be using brakes on the way down.
Golf Romeo 516 with you at 370.
Golf Romeo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We have begun our descent down into Sydney at this time. And we should be arriving approximately 15 minutes from now, and should be at the gates probably within a couple of minutes after that. Thanks for flying with Virgin Australia on this flight 889 to Sydney. Weather in Sydney at the moment is looking pretty nice. Got no clouds, 18 degrees Celsius, and that should be warming up through the day. Currently with a little bit of a southerly breeze, we will be approaching the airport from the south overhead, the Illawarra and southern beaches. Thence over the Botany Bay. I'll ask that you return to your seats as soon as possible and put your seat belts on for the arrival. Thank you. Okay, we've got 0.3, 0.7. That'll be 4 less than we have now. 62.2.
Sentinel aircraft, this Melbourne Centre is now disconnecting. If you're, there may be,
Flat 40.
and so logging back on in 1 second, and contact him if you...
Going to be using flat 40 138 knots. Over this NL1252. I'll give the cabin a couple of minutes to do its thing. We'll be deploying auto brake spoiler at 25,000. Center velocity 889, back with you, descending flight level 250.
Velocity 889 again.
On 433, 340.
423 again. Velocity 889 report speed.
Velocity 889, currently Mach 0.71, 275 knots indicated.
Velocity 889, full sequencing, reducing minimum clean speed till limit.
Just minimum speed, can we make it 250 knots?
889 that way.
889, thanks. Brakes in.
And velocity 889, descent to 10,000, QNH 1022.
Down at 10,000 feet, QNH 1022, velocity 889. 10,000 foot set.
Yeah, Golf November, flight level 260, flight level 250.
Sierra Golf November, good day, Melbourne, descent to 10,000, QNH 1020. Full sequencing, maintain max speed on descent, cancel speed restrictions below 10.
Turn her up a bit.
Roger that, we will maintain 10,000.
Curve speed restricted to 250. Got the brakes open. Still 4,000 feet above. Descent path is unachievable.
Sierra Golf November, thanks, and if you could keep the speed up till Boogie, that would be
Of course, that descent's wanting us to get down to Tammy at 9,000.
Keep speed up to Boogie, Golf November.
Which won't happen. We're still at 10,000 at Tammy. And we can't accelerate.
Good evening, Melbourne Centre. This is Qantas 806. We'd like to request a flight from Canberra to Sydney, has 5 and 1 minute.
Qantas 806 today, Melbourne Centre.
Melbourne Centre visit 1257. If you have traffic level 170, route to land at Melbourne Airport.
Qantas 457, descent to 9,000, Melbourne QNH 1022. Expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 27.
Qantas 457, then to 9,000, tax runway 27 for the approach.
Melbourne Centre, g'day, Compass 53 with you.
Right, well, we're getting a word in. Runway 34 left with a bit of a tailwind.
Compass 53, g'day, Melbourne Centre, walk through.
How much tailwind? About 7 knots, something like that. No, 5 knots. Bit of a crosswind, bit of tailwind.
3126.
Runway is 3,962 metres long, longest runway in Australia, nearly 4 kilometres.
Qantas 806.
In fact, we're going almost all the way to the end, so I'll use auto brake 1. Auto brake 1, flat 40.
Taxi holding point November runway 35, and I'll give you a clearance on taxi.
Let's have a look at the ILS. It is runway 34 left, 335 is inbound course, 335 set to both, and ILS 110.1.
Qantas 53, you are identifying, clear to Sydney.
Minimums is 270 feet, 270.
Start clearance 484,
That's set.
runway 34 left, when ready, descend to flight level 25.
There is an outer marker. Outer marker is to be crossed at 1,290.
When ready, flight level 250, leaving 3563.
Sierra Golf November, contact Sydney approach 124 decimal 4.
124.4.
1,290, I've just set myself a reminder there.
Off from your 516, start clearance available. Off from your 516, Melbourne Centre.
You can see the boards are out.
12806, clearance available.
12806.
We're gaining on it. We are gaining on it. 3,000 feet high now.
Sydney Lyson in planned route, maintain 10,000. Runway 35, a trillium 7 departure. Arrival for Sydney is a Rivet 9 arrival. Runway 34 left. Squawk 3122. Departures frequency 125.
Right, let's finish that briefing. We've got the runway 34, that's all been set up. We've got 110.1 set to both, and auto brake will be 1. Do expect to vacate to the right hand side of the runway, and that will be into domestic 2 by Golf or Bravo.
Runway 35 for departure, and the Rivet 9 arrival runway 34 left arrival to Sydney.
I think we'll be over to approach soon, 124.4.
Maintain 10,000, runway 35, 2 and 7 departure, Rivet 9 arrival to 34 left, Squawk 3122, and departure frequency will be with you, 125.2.
Quarter 06. Quarter 457, descend to 6,000.
Departures. Runway 34 left available for departures if operationally required. Expect ILS approach. Simultaneous opposite direction runway not in progress. Max downwind 34 left 5 knots. Wind 210, correction 120 at 6 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometres. Cloud fuel at 3,500. Temperature 15. QNH 1021. Advise on initial contact with ground or approach. You have information, Bravo.
Launches 457 Melbourne Centre.
Yeah, Bravo is still current. QNH 1021.
One is 457, descend to 6,000, turn right. I say again right, heading 170.
Descend 6,000 and right to 170, full quadrant 457.
City 889, contact Sydney approach 124, that is north or south.
Gravity approach 124.4, velocity 889, Seattle.
Compass 53, contact correction descend to 128, departure frequency 0114, jet station to make.
You can turn that down again now.
Jet 82 line.
Sydney approach velocity 889 with Bravo descending 10,000 feet through flight level 155.
Velocity 889, Sydney approach. G'day, runway 34 left, expect vectors ILS approach.
3 for left, expect vectors, velocity 889. I think we'll make it. Look at that. 10,000 feet.
United 164 cross, runway 34 left.
Yeah,
second
right there.
on Charlie, backside Charlie, Bravo.
What's that, 5 miles in front of Tammy? Yeah, we'll make it.
Yeah, 164 is going to cross runway 24 left, and that's via Charlie, holding point runway 165.
Speedbird 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance.
462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g'day, stand by clearance. 462, City approach, g
Jerry Golf November, cancel the start turn right heading 150, descend 3000.
Cancel start turn right heading 150 and into 5000.
Jerry Golf November 3000.
Down to 3000, Jerry Golf November.
I think we'll be joining VNAV again. 500 feet. 400. I reckon we're getting in at about 10,000. Assuming we get lower.
Receiver Concord 462. There will be a delay to your departure on 16 right. I can offer you 34 left as an alternative.
Oh, 34 left will be acceptable. Thanks, Speedbird 46.
QNH 1021 set.
City approach, Golf Romeo 516 with you.
Golf Romeo 516 City approach.
Speed brakes retracted.
Descent flight level 120.
240 knots.
Descend 120, 516.
Velocity 889, descend 6000.
Yeah, 6,000, velocity 889. VNAV set, 6,000 set.
Speedbird 462, clearance available.
Speedbird 460, go ahead.
Speedbird 462, cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong flight plan route. Runway 34 left, Sydney 3 departure.
Captain crew, please be seated for arrival.
Squawk 4102 and departures 124 days 44.
Alright, clear to have along by Wollongong flight plan route, Sydney 3 departure, Wollongong transition, that'll be runway 34 left, initially 5000, squawk 4102, departures will be 124 Speedbird 462.
Speedbird 462.
Medium 8 Mike for Bush.
Jet 82 Mike, push approved.
Jet 8 Mike.
Keeling 465 Delta, request taxi.
Keeling 465, so taxi onto Charlie, then by Charlie, cross 25, Bravo 10 to the holding port runway 16 left.
Charlie cross 25, Bravo 10 to the holding point 34 left. Keeling 465 Delta.
And United 164 Charlie's the next one on your left there. Ahead. Jerry Golf November, turn left 070 space.
1170.
Speedbird 462, runway 35 international, request push.
Speedbird 462, push approved.
Push approved, thanks. Speedbird 462.
Got a lot of signal when that's cab okay.
Velocity 889, descend 4000.
Down to 4,000, velocity 889. 4,000 foot set.
Golf Romeo 516, turn right, heading 150.
Turn right 150, 516.
The Golf Romeo 516, descend to 8000.
Descend 8000, 516.
Sierra Golf November, position 3 miles left to the runway 34 left localizer. So left heading 020, clear islands runway 34 left approach, maintain 3000 until established.
Right heading 030, maintain 3000 until November.
Approach today, compass 53, we go on descent to 10,000, passing 1.
Compass 53, Sydney approach today, runway 34 left to expect vectors for ILS approach.
34 left, expect vectors 53.
Golf Romeo 516, turn further right 160.
Further right 160, 516.
There's the shoreline of the Victor one.
You're on 164, you're getting a bit lost there. Take your next right and do a U-turn onto Charlie. That puts you on Charlie. Follow that all the way down to 16 left. You're heading for 16 right there.
That's right for right now. That's right.
Velocity 889 from Nasho, turn left heading 070 for base.
070 from Nasho for base, velocity 889. 070 set, flap 1. Flap 1 set.
2462, taxi via Alpha cross 0725 to the holding point runway 34 left.
That's Nasho, heading select 070.
Golf Romeo 516. Golf Romeo 516, descend at 6000.
6,516.
And the other aircraft is taxi there. It was paid to Mike was ready for taxi.
Double change.
82 Mike, Roger, taxi up onto Golf and hold short Charlie. Taxi Golf and holding short for Charlie, jet paid to Mike.
Flap 5.
3,000.
1,000 foot to go to 4. Flap 5 speed set.
It's Sierra Golf November.
169. 168.
See both. Yeah, just 513 negative PDC request airways.
Make it 180. Just hold it.
Jetta 513, City approach today, stand by. Velocity 889, position 3 miles to the left of the runway 34 left localizer. Turn left heading 020, clear line west runway 34 left approach, maintain 3000 until established.
Turning left heading 020, down to 3,000 feet, cleared ILS approach, runway 34 left, velocity 889. 1,000 to go.
Sierra Golf November, wind 120,
Double change, flat 5 speed,
max downwind 5 knots,
168.
runway 34 left, clear to land.
Clear the ILS approach mode selected.
Golf Romeo 516, turn left heading 020.
Signal channel.
516.
Compass 53, descend to 8000.
Via wire LOC.
8,000.
Localizer is active. Altitude acquired.
Delhi 465 Delta, runway 16 left, line up and wait. Killing 5 Delta.
Below, slope below.
Golf Romeo 516, descent 3000.
Descent 3000. Descent 3000, 516.
Lights up quiet.
Fueling
Get out.
465 Delta, sign heading left 090, runway 34 left, clear takeoff. Takeoff left 090, takeoff runway 16 left, 0.5 Delta. Thanks, Fueling 465, I need to acknowledge traffic for you, Virgin 889. Establish ILS 34 left.
Flap 15. It's cleared ILS.
Golf Romeo 516, position 2 miles to the left of the 34 left localizer. Make pilot units at the localizer runway 34 left, report established.
Report established, 516.
And setting velocity 889 established.
Velocity 889. Velocity 889, traffic for you to dash 8, departing runway 16 left. Runway 34 left, is left.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land and copy the traffic, velocity 889. There it is, climbing away. Concorde?
Zero Delta, the taxi,
25 speed set.
25 to base.
Okay, so we're on a landing checklist. Actually. Yeah. We'll do checklist at some point, won't we? Engine start switches, set to continuous. Recall, checked, clear of items. Speed brake arm, landing gear down, 3 grand. Auto brake set, 1 for the landing.
Nearly 465, Delta,
Landing lights are on. Brake.
Climb flight level
and
180.
Flaps 40. There's the outer marker. 143 set.
Let's move at 462. You're arriving at 737, runway 34 left, line up behind.
And run up behind, runway 737.
Couple of boats going at each other down there at Botany Bay.
Helix 465 Delta, turn right, heading 160.
Bit low, bit slow.
Compass 53, to see the 6,000.
6,000,
Jetstar 513, clearance available.
Jetstar 513, go ahead.
Jetstar 513, cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong flight plan route. Runway 16 left, Abbey 2 departure. Maintain 5,000, score 4032. And departures 124.4.
Perfect, to the Wollongong flight plan route. 16 left, RV2, departure, maintain 5,000, score 4032. And departure frequency 124.4. And we're on Bay Bravo 49er, Jetstar 513.
Jetstar 513.
This is Golf Romeo 516, established.
80 knots.
Golf Romeo 5116, should expect late landing clearance.
516.
Yeah, there's someone behind us, I reckon.
53 to 4,000.
4,000, compass 53.
Sydney approach, this is Air Canada 728 with you, descending flight level 100.
Bravo 8.
Air Canada 782, descend to 8,000, runway 34 left, expect vectors for ILS approach.
Roger that, sir. Be down to flight level 8,000 feet and expect the ILS approach to be vectored in. Thank you.
Speedbird 462, assign heading left 270, runway 34 left, please take off.
Assign heading left 270, clear to take off, 34 left.
Clocks are off.
Fueling 465 Delta, position 30 miles to the northeast of Cordo, turn right, track direct to Cordo, flight plane route, resume navigation.
DG and ILS.
Direct Cordo, resume navigation, fueling 465 Delta.
Scorpion standby.
Velocity 889, taxi via Bravo, cross 0725 to the bay.
Cross 0725, Bravo to the bay, velocity 889, thanks.
Jet 82 Mike, sorry, taxi onto Charlie, continue crossing 0725 to the holding point runway 16 left.
Okay, taxi holding 16 left via Charlie, approve for cross runway 07, jet 8 Mike.
Cover 53, descend to 3000.
3,000, come 53.
Delta Romeo 516, winds 1207 knots, max down 5 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 516.
Decent 513, A Bravo 49 reverse, pushback.
Jetstar 513, push route.
Push through, Jetstar 513.
Cover 53 from Nasho, turn left 070.
From National left 070.
Yeah, we're in via Bravo 4
Okay,
to domestic
720.
2. Pretty much following where they are.
Speedbird 462, identify climb flight level 280.
Level 280.
Air Canada 728, descend to 6000.
Sydney approach, Air Canada 728, unit shall be descending flight level 6,000. Thank you.
Speedbird 462, turn left heading 240.
Left 240, Speedbird 460.
Charlie 2.
Speedbird 462, position 40 miles to the north of Wollongong. Turn left and track direct to Wollongong, flight plane route, resume navigation.
This is the issue with cul-de-sacs.
Turn left, track direct to Wollongong, resume navigation. Speedbird 460.
Comes 53, position 3 miles to the left of the 34 left localizer. Turn left heading 020. Clear ILS runway 34 left approach, maintain 3000 until established.
Left, taking 0 to 0, next island, 34 left, 1.2.
Cabin crew, disarm doors, cross-check.
Air Canada 728, descend to 4000. Air Canada 728, descend to 4,000, reduce speed to 200 knots indicated.
Yeah, his tail's hanging out a bit, so I'll try and avoid it.
That's traffic level 4,000 feet and airspeed is getting to 20 knots. Air Canada 7.13.
It's just half 13, stand by. Air Canada 728, just confirming that speed 200 knots indicated. And from Nasho, turn left heading 020. The correction 070.
Roger that, airspeed indicating it's 200 knots and turning left to 070. Thank you, Air Canada 728.
There for the shutdown. AP on bus, AP on bleed.
This is
And engine number 1 shut down, engine number 2 shut down.
Delta Romeo 516, taxi via, must be Charlie there for the Baytex. You Delta Romeo 516, you go to the parking where the Virgin aircraft park, or are you heading up to where Qantas go?
That's fine, seatbelt signs off. Fuel pumps, hydraulics, and yeah, might as well turn off the IRS as well. Good, we can open the doors. Right, there we are. Made it all the way down to Sydney. Quite a bit of traffic around. We did skip a checklist, a descent checklist. So that was probably from the distraction of air traffic control letting us down in 2,000 foot steps, not getting us an arrival until after we'd begun our descent. Quite a fair way after. Needing to use the speed brake for 10 minutes on the way down. Certainly didn't help, but as you can see, there's quite a lot of traffic around in front of us and behind us, with those guys over there right in front of us, keeping us high, keeping us slow, speed restricted, altitude restricted and all that. So that's the issue with being a single pilot operation. You don't get prompted by the other guy to just get on with that checklist. Once we heard the ATIS and knew it was runway 34 left, the rest of it probably should have been a little bit more assertive to just plug that into the FMC, get that briefed and get it done. Anyway, that's how you miss a checklist. Fortunately, nothing major happened. We got the landing clearance done. We're all configured. Manual landing with a bit of a tailwind, wasn't too bad. All in all, a relatively okay flight. Anyway, leave your comments as you do, and thanks for joining us. You have a great day.